Listen English. How do you connect? Hi, everyone. Today's conversation may sound like a regular, everyday exchange, two people talking for the first time. But it's full of subtle techniques used by people who are good at keeping conversations going, especially in English. For example, listening in ways that make the other person feel safe, sharing small pieces of yourself naturally, asking open ended questions that bring out more. So as you listen, don't just focus on the language. Pay attention to how connection happens through English. Let's get started.
Part 1, the first coffee.
I'm really glad we made this happen. I've been curious about you. Emma talks about you all the time.
Oh, hopefully in a good way.
Mostly. She said you're quiet but unexpectedly funny. I can already see what she meant.
That's probably accurate. I guess I'm not great with first impressions.
I actually think you're doing fine. And hey, I get nervous too. I overthink everything. Even what to wear today.
Really, you seem super confident.
That's what I want people to think. But yeah, new situations, new people. I can spiral sometimes.
That's surprisingly comforting. I always feel like I'm the only one overanalyzing stuff.
Totally not. I mean, just sitting here and talking like this, it's kind of brave, right?
Yeah, it is. But this is nice. You make it easy.
I'm glad. I really enjoy getting to know people beneath the surface. Like, what really lights them up?
Okay. I'm really into photography. It's how I process the world.
That's beautiful. Do you photograph people, or more like landscapes?
Mostly people, actually. I love catching the moments when they forget the camera's there.
That says a lot about you. I think I'd feel safe being photographed by you.
That's one of the nicest things anyone said to me.
Part 2, a bit deeper.
So, do you ever think about the path not taken? Like, if life had gone another way, where would you be?
Yeah, actually, I once almost moved to Iceland to study marine biology.
Wait, what? That's amazing. I did not see marine biology in Iceland coming.
Right? I was obsessed with whales for a while. I even wrote a research paper called Social Intelligence in Orcas.
That's kind of adorable and oddly impressive. So, what happened?
I chickened out. I told myself it was too far, too cold, too uncertain. But honestly, I think I was just scared. I get that. I used to dream of being an actress, like full-on stage lights and standing ovations.
Wow. You? That actually makes a lot of sense. You have presence.
Thanks. But yeah, I gave up after a pretty brutal audition. One director said I was technically fine but forgettable. That one stuck.
Ouch. People can be so careless with their words. But for what it's worth, you're anything but forgettable.
That really means a lot. Thanks.
Anytime. So, do you still act? Even just for fun?
Sometimes, yeah, when no one's watching. What about you? Do you still photograph?
All the time. But tonight, I didn't bring my camera on purpose. I just wanted to be here.
Part 3, different but curious.
You know what's funny? I'm terrible at taking photos. Like, mine always come out blurry or accidentally zoomed in on my elbow.
That's a talent in itself. You're creating abstract art. Just unintentionally.
Oh, totally. The chaos is part of the aesthetic. But yeah, visual stuff's never been my strong suit. I'm more of a words person.
I respect that. To be honest, I never really got into poetry or journaling. Sometimes I feel like my brain just works in still frames.
That's kind of beautiful, though. I love that we see the world differently.
Actually, there's this photo exhibit I've been meaning to check out. It's weird, experimental. Probably not your thing, but
Weird and experimental. You do know how to sell it.
want to come with me sometime? No pressure. Just thought it might be fun.
You know what? Yeah, I'm curious now. And I like spending time with you.
Really? Awesome. Maybe next weekend?
Next weekend should work. Want to text me the details later?
Sure. I'll send you a couple options. And hey, if it's awful, we can always ditch and go get tacos instead.
That might be the best backup plan I've ever heard.
Part 4, Goodbyes softly.
Wow, that went by fast. I didn't expect to talk this much.
Yeah, same here. I usually need a nap after this much social interaction.
Sorry to wear you out.
No, I mean that in the best way. You make it easy.
Shall we split it?
Actually, let me get this one.
Are you sure?
Yeah, you can cover the tacos next time, remember?
Deal.
It got chilly all of a sudden.
Yeah, let's get you a cab.
You don't have to wait with me, really.
I want to. Plus, I get major bad karma points if I leave you standing here alone.
Wow, a gentleman and superstitious? Impressive?
Only when the stars align.
There's one.
Hey, thanks for tonight. Really.
Thank you. I'm really glad we did this.
I'll look out for your message. About the exhibit?
It's a date. Good night, Sophie.
Good night, Liam.
Part 5, Through the Lens. A few days after that coffee, they met again, this time at a photo exhibit.
The gallery is quiet. Soft lights, a few people wandering. They're walking slowly, side by side, just looking. This place is quieter than I expected.
Yeah, almost like a library, but with emotions on the walls.
That's actually a perfect way to put it. Do you usually come to things like this alone?
Sometimes. I like moving at my own pace. No one to judge how long I stare at something.
Fair. I'm always the one who lingers too long, or not long enough.
You're doing fine so far.
So are you.
Yeah, I keep coming back to it. It's just a woman sitting on a bus, right?
Mm-hmm. But look at her hands. The way they're clutched together, like she's holding something in.
You notice that too?
Yeah, it feels familiar.
Like waiting for something you're not even sure will come.
Or trying not to fall apart in public.
Exactly.
I used to do that on my commute, every morning for a while.
You okay talking about it?
Yeah, just old stuff. Different chapter. But this photo,
It brought it back?
yeah, not in a bad way. Just like recognizing a shadow that used to follow me.
Thanks for sharing that.
Thanks for not pretending not to notice.
Part 6, The Walk Back.
That was more intense than I thought.
Yeah, I kind of needed a few minutes after that last room.
Same.
Was there one that really stayed with you?
Actually, yeah. The one with the boy sitting alone in the cafeteria, tray untouched.
I remember that one. You just stood there for a while.
I don't know why, but it hit something.
What did it make you think of?
Middle school. I switched schools mid-year, didn't know anyone. I remember that feeling, being surrounded by people and still feeling invisible.
That makes sense. I saw it and thought more about choice.
Choice?
Yeah, like, is he sitting alone because no one came or because he walked away from something?
Oh, wow! I didn't think of that angle.
You saw the loneliness. I saw the agency. That says a lot.
So, what does it say about us?
You value space and clarity. You look for intention in what people do.
That's surprisingly accurate.
And you notice where people feel left out. I think you see quiet pain even when no one says anything.
Probably because I've been on the receiving end of it more than I realized.
That's heavy. But also, kind of why this conversation feels easy.
How so?
I don't feel like I have to perform. I can just say what I see.
Same.
It's kind of rare, isn't it?
Yeah. Most people just want to be heard, but very few actually know how to listen.
I think you do.
Thanks. I think you do too.
Part 7, On the Way Back.
I always forget how hungry I get after looking at art.
Right? It's like emotional calories get burned or something.
Exactly. Processing emotions should come with snacks.
I think that's why so many galleries are near cafes. Unspoken agreement.
You know what I miss? Those terrible museum gift shop cookies. Always dry, always overpriced, and somehow still comforting.
Yeah, like, here's a $5 oatmeal rock. Enjoy your feelings.
Yes. Thank you for validating my trauma.
Anytime. That's what I'm here for.
Do you usually get like this after art stuff? Reflective, then snacky?
Only when I feel like I didn't totally waste my time.
So, today wasn't a waste?
Not even close.
Yeah, same here.
So, dinner?
Only if they have emotional support fries.
Part 8, over dinner.
That hit the spot.
Told you emotional support fries never fail.
True. You're definitely onto something.
So, are you close with your family?
Depends who you ask.
Ooh, complicated?
More like layered. My mom and I talk almost every day. My dad, not so much.
Got it.
He's the silent type. Super decent guy, but everything was always fine, even when it wasn't.
So you grew up reading between the lines?
Pretty much. I think that's why I got so into observing people. Cameras help with that too.
That makes sense. So what about you?
I talk to my mom when I can. She's one of those overly cheerful types who makes even your worst day sound like a blessing in disguise.
Sounds exhausting.
And oddly comforting. I don't always believe her, but I like that she believes it.
I get that.
Work keeps me busy, though.
What do you do again?
I work with a small nonprofit. A bit of everything. Events, outreach, chasing people for deadlines.
That explains the calm under pressure vibe.
Ha, thanks. I fake it really well.
Do you like it?
Some days. I like the people, but I do fantasize about turning off all notifications forever.
Sounds like a dream.
What about you? When do you feel most relaxed?
Honestly, when someone just lets me be quiet. No questions, no pressure to be on.
That feels rare.
It is. But I think that's what makes it matter.
I like that.
What about you? What makes you feel safe?
When someone listens without trying to fix me, just holds the space.
You're good at that.
I try to be.
Well, it works.
Part 9, the quiet walk.
It's colder than I thought it'd be.
Yeah, one of those nights where the cold sneaks up on you.
Still, kind of nice though. I like the quiet.
Me too. It's like the city's finally taking a breath.
Exactly. After all the noise and movement, this part feels honest somehow.
It's funny. Some days feel like a blur, and then one conversation just stays with you.
Yeah, today's one of those. Not because anything huge happened, but, you know.
I do.
Thanks for asking questions the way you do. You don't poke. You just kind of open the door and let me decide.
I've learned people talk more when they don't feel cornered.
It works. I didn't think I'd say half of what I did tonight.
I didn't think I'd hear half of it. Glad I did, though.
You made it easy.
You made it real.
This is me, just up here.
Right. Feels like that went fast.
It did. In a good way.
Let me know when you're up for another round of emotional art and overpriced snacks.
Deal. You do the art, I'll bring the snacks.
Sounds fair.
Good night, Liam.
Good night, Sophie.
So, what did you think? There was something about the two of them, wasn't there? No big words, no dramatic lines, just a quiet kind of ease. And somehow the conversation kept going deeper. So, what made that happen? If you listen closely, you'll notice this wasn't just about speaking English. Their conversation was full of small but powerful choices, the kind that bring people closer, one line at a time. Let's break it down. Active listening. A simple, yeah, I get that, or what do you mean by that? Those small reactions or even silence make people feel heard. And when we feel heard, we naturally want to keep talking. Self-disclosure, sharing something honest, even small. Actually, I was kind of nervous. That reminded me of something from way back. These moments let the other person in, just a little. Open-ended questions. How did that feel? What made you think that? Not yes or no questions, but invitations to go deeper. These small moves don't look dramatic, but together, they make a conversation feel safe, honest, and real. So go ahead, listen again. Not just for the English, but for how the connection was built. English isn't just for saying things. It's for making people feel understood. That's what happened here.